Okay, back with another video, and I don't care to be in any videos right now, so I'm basically filming a coaster that I made. It's a rooster, cackling at the sun. I don't know why I did a black background. I guess I like the contrast of the colors, but anyway, this video is just to release some stress. I am trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, what the collective wants me to do on my job search. As many of you know, I'm a victim of multiple workplace mobbings and community harassment, and this harassment has followed me even to other towns for job interviews. I've done everything I could to improve my financial situation. And I'm the kind of person who believes in working for every penny that I owe. I mean every penny that I earn, I believe in earning everything that I make. I have always been a hard worker. I've always prided myself on my strong work ethic, and I've done everything I could to get out of the situation. I mean, I mentioned earlier that I had went to a town in Palm Springs, which is 3 hours away and 3 hours back, and to get a job, to get stability, and only to find out that these people were baiters. And so I'm in a situation right now where I am feeling extremely nervous and sick to my stomach on this job search. And I need my family to understand that this is a very serious situation. And if they were friends with the original perpetrator who put me in this situation, the employer, you need to not be friends with that person. That person does not have my best interest at heart, okay? I don't even want to go into what I suspect this man of being. So please do everything you can to stop him. I do not trust him or his wife. Okay, so I have been blacklisted and psychologically abused by my community and shut out of employment for illegal reasons. I had left that company on good terms, and I kept what was obvious harassment that was going on, and even my departure, I kept it completely confidential. I did everything correct, okay? So I am one of those people that I wouldn't even consider myself a whistleblower. Like I said, I never blew any whistles. I just left, okay? But I continually was harassed at every job that I have had since then, and I've had my employment manipulated. And I am in a state of financial destitution. I have no income. And like I said, my husband doesn't make enough money. And I am not the kind of person that likes to ask for anything. I have never been that kind of person. I remember I used to walk home when I was a teenager, because I didn't get my driver's license until later on in life. And people would ask me on hot summer days, do you want to ride, Maria? And I was always very prideful. No, it's okay, I can walk. And I was always one of those people who never liked asking for anything. But I'm in a situation where I just don't know what to believe anymore. I am lost. So if my family, my siblings, can hear this, you need to understand that this is a very serious issue. Very serious, okay? And I've been thrown into a system that is basically destroying me. And I don't know what you have to do, if you have to rally or who you need to call, but you need to help me, seriously. Let's see here. I've never caused any problems in my community, and I've never been involved in any illegal activities. I have been a person who basically went to work and came home. I'm a person who works hard, I'm good at my job, and I'm just a target of envy and pointless outrage. I am requesting, I'm hoping that I can gather up a lot of money. And I'm grateful for any donations that could be made to me and me and my husband, so that we can supplement our income and hopefully survive. They kept me out of work, out of my goals, out of my field, out of everything that I needed to do for 2 years, and I usually make about 50 grand a year, but I believe that I'm worth so much more. I have a lot of skills and talents to contribute to the workplace. So my requested amount may seem astronomical to some people, and maybe I may not reach that goal, but you know what? I've been out of income for 2 years, and these people have left me in a state of just absolute shock. I'm absolutely disturbed by what has happened to me. So by supporting me, if you do choose to help me, You will be helping me pay my bills, and you will also be assisting other targeted individuals in a way, because this is my life mission. I mean, I am definitely putting my effort into trying to figure out strategic plans to help targeted individuals, whether that be through, communicating to employers, trying to get them to understand that this is a very serious issue. And many employers participate in this, and they don't understand exactly the results of this sort of participation. It destroys the target's life. It does not do it's of no benefit other than to satisfy curiosity or to continue gossip is what it's for. Putting people under surveillance, doing these things, it does not benefit anybody, okay? If you want to understand the characteristic of a person in the work environment, you get the feedback from previous employers, or you contact their personal references on the job application. You don't put their house under surveillance. You don't have them followed around. You don't do this, okay? It's stalking, okay, and it's illegal, and it is very, very traumatizing. Okay, so based on several of the job interviews that I've taken place, I'm really not confident in having safe, trauma-free job interviews anymore. And as many of them have been useless and devastating, like the one that I mentioned in Palm Springs. And this applies to jobs in my field as well as those outside of my regular occupation. Now, I personally don't see any reason why I should have to abandon my goals in accounting. There's no reason for that, especially when there are people in this town who are in the same situation I am, and I'm pretty darn sure they're holding down accounting jobs, okay? So I don't know what to expect in this job search. Is it going to just be another psychologically damaging issue, or are these people understanding that what they're doing is illegal, or are they correcting their actions, okay? My siblings, if you give a crap, you need to really start looking into this. I am serious. I'm in a very bad situation. Now, like I said, I do believe in earning every bit of money that I ever earned. Everything I have in my house, I've earned it. But like I said, I don't feel safe or secure in my job search anymore. I just don't. I've had job agencies literally refuse me service for no reason. Now, some of these employment agencies I've never worked with before. I may have signed up with them but never been on an interview or anything like that with them. But I'm being refused services for what reason? This is a form of discrimination, and many of them claim to be equal opportunity employers, and maybe they're the kind of people who don't like whistleblowers either. But I never blew any whistles. I didn't do anything. I mean, I can stand here and make videos about this all day long because I am 100% innocent, completely, and I'm very proud to say that. I mean, these people have basically psychologically traumatized me for their own sport. Okay, so how can I have faith in people and in this job search when they have treated me in such a harsh way? And especially when this is coming from people who are supposed to be professionals and know better. Everything that I've experienced, doesn't allow me to think that I'm going to be treated fairly, and I have every reason to believe that. When you have been making videos trying to explain how traumatizing this is, and little signs of it are still lingering around, when you get a person from a so-called reputable employment agency connect with you on LinkedIn, and then suddenly, for no reason, disconnect from you, what are you supposed to think? It's like this constant, it's stalking. It's a constant form of harassment, and it is harassment, and it's not fair. I mean, I deserve to have employment just like everybody else. I never did anything. If anybody should be being penalized, it shouldn't be me. It should be the owner of that company that went crazy and thought it was his decision to rule over my life. Yeah. I'm going to beg my family to watch this man's actions. He is not to be trusted. Okay, and so yeah, the issue is not me being patient either, okay? I have been very patient throughout this entire thing. I have waited a very long time for this situation to rectify itself. I've tried to inform people. I have looked for other jobs in different locations. I did everything I possibly could to just move on so that I can pay my bills, so I can live, so I can survive. And, this continued on. So it's not a matter of me being patient. It's not about somebody thinking, well, you just got to hang in there a little bit longer. You need to work a little bit harder. How hard do these people expect me to work? It's not fair. I'm 100% guilt-free, and I suffer from mistreatment from the community. So patience is not the issue, okay? I have been patient for far too long. And this Destroy Maria campaign has even spread through other communities, which makes, looking for work in other locations, a nightmare. So I don't know what the collective expects me to do. I really don't. I mean, I really don't. Right now, I'm a little leery. I'm already being discriminated against by the simple fact that everyone in this town is able to utilize the services that agencies offer, except for me. They are constantly making me the other, and that's a form of discrimination right there. Okay. So I'm not able to feel peaceful or have confidence in my job search in an environment that has demonstrated so much hostility. So after a long and pointless job search, I'm left with not knowing exactly what to believe, and I'm left in the dark, and I don't know how to proceed any further. I really don't. I print out jobs all the time, and I'm just thinking, okay, what is this going to be? What's going to happen? And I literally get sick thinking about it. So now, because this town is just, I'm not saying the whole town, okay, but because of the collective, they're very intrusive, okay, and so I'm changing my last name legally to Graham, the name of my husband. And, I personally don't think that it's any of their business. I mean, there's legal issues relating to marital status, written in employment law. But, I'm so disgusted by what has happened, with my siblings thinking it was their business to choose my career, to get involved in something that really had nothing to do with them. And also, my son is an adult now, so, he no longer has to be adopted or any legal process or anything like that has to take place. So I am going by the name of Graham now. I am not going to legally change my name until I actually get a job to pay for that birth certificate and and then register and get another Social Security card. So right now, if you see my LinkedIn account, my GoFundMe account is under Maria Gordon, only because if I have to do bank transfers, I'm not exactly sure how this whole situation works, but I have to use my legal name right now. My YouTube channel has my maiden name on it, and I've already established videos, but everything going forward is going to be my new last name. But it's nobody's business. I mean, I'm getting judged and discriminated against on things that are illegal, and these professionals should have known better, okay? So I really need, for people who know me personally, I don't know what you have to do or what strings you can pull. If you know somebody who needs me or whatever, I'm in need of a job, and I no longer trust the job search. I'm doing the best I can, but it's very difficult for me to believe in anything. I just don't have any trust anymore. So I'm scared and I'm confused, and I'm just like, I don't deserve to be put in this situation, especially when I've done everything right. Like I said, I never did anything to deserve this. Never put myself in this situation. Never did. And so like I said, some people might say, well, Maria, you said that you were mixed. Okay, who cares? That's between me and him. And the very fact that this could even be used in a workplace or a work decision, that's another form of discrimination, okay? It's nobody's business. So the money that I hope to receive will go to housing, rent, car payments, car repairs, which my car needs a lot of repairs. I can't even go to a job interview in another town, okay, because I don't feel safe enough in my vehicle. I need to pay the IRS because these people have put me out of work for a very long period of time. I need to pay my regular bills, and I need to pay my mother back, And any other money that I collect needs to go to my ongoing financial obligations. And so, I'm requesting what I think is reasonable. And I have worked very hard on my job search, and now I'm at a point where I'm just confused. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm completely lost, okay? And this, like I said, this is something that's never supposed to happen. It's never supposed to happen where people tamper with your employment. That's exactly why we have laws. And I was very naive, when I was younger, because I always thought that most people knew this. Like it was just, like everybody adhered to employment laws. I really did believe that, and I will tell you, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they don't. You know, I'm very shocked. But hopefully the situation, if anyone's really looking and thinking, that they will learn from it, and they will know the result of people who practice or participate in illegal actions, because it is illegal. And, you know, I could understand if I did something wrong, but I never did anything wrong. I never did anything wrong, okay? Now, that's not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm not perfect. It's not to say that I've never done anything silly or something that was just, you know, something that was wrong. I mean, I've done things that were wrong before in the past, but nothing that relates to my job, okay? So being treated like this is not fair. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to waste more time sending out resumes, or am I going to actually see some results? And like I said, patience is not the issue. I've been waiting a very long time for this to clear up, okay? And from day one, since I realized what was going on, hey, you know what? The fact of the matter is I'm 100% innocent. 100%. I could swear on a stack of Bibles. I can swear on my father's grave. I can swear on my father's grave and every ancestor, you know, going back, because I'm guilty. I'm 100% innocent. I'm not guilty of anything, you know. So the very fact that I'm being treated this way, it makes me nervous. It makes me very, very nervous, and I'm not comfortable at all. So, you know, this is a warning to my siblings. You know, I'm not going to go out of my way to contact you. Something tells me you probably watch my videos anyway. But you need to keep an eye on the owner of that company and his wife, okay? I don't trust them, okay? I really don't. So if you need to raise a little hell to fix the action that you actually created, I'm going to ask that you do, okay? I don't want to have anything to do with that man or anybody who was associated or affiliated with that man. I simply want to get on with my life. Okay, I'm going to close this video up. I do have a GoFundMe account. It is going to be on the very bottom of the description box. Obviously, I don't expect any of the TIs to contribute. You are in the same situation. But if somebody stumbles upon this video and they do see it and they are in a position to help, I would greatly appreciate it. Your funds will not be wasted. They will go to paying my bills. I do believe you can contribute anonymously. I have read that you can. So if you don't want to reveal yourself, that is totally fine. You can donate anonymously. That is fine as well. Like I said, you know, I'm not the kind of person that ever expects anyone to hand anything over to me at all. Okay, like I said, from the very beginning, I have done nothing but try to work, get a good job, and get myself established to just have something stable. And everything in this situation has prevented me from moving on, okay? And I don't deserve that. I'm a hard worker, I'm a dedicated worker, and I deserve to have a job, and I deserve to have peace of mind, and I certainly deserve to be far away from the collective, because there are a bunch of corrupt individuals that I have no trust in. Take care. Bye-bye.